Welcome. Yeah. Welcome back to ECT 2022. We are almost at the end of our top 8 games. We got 2 left. First up is DNF. Now, this is actually a popular... Anyone play the MMO? I did when I was like 16. Based off a popular MMO, this is DNF's first year here in ECT. Now, one weird thing, unfortunately, about this bracket, one of the players, which I was kind of amped to see, Tega, is not here. Oh, that's my dub too, dog. I won. Yep, I won. So unfortunately, Tega is not here, so it's going to be a little bit weird of a top 8, so there is going to be some buys. Might be a little bit quicker than usual, but that doesn't matter. We still got 7 top players that are going to battle it out, so let's get to my guys, Hell Pockets and Brad in the back, and set this off.
Thank you very much, L.I. Joe, and welcome everybody to another ECT top 8, 2022 of ECT rather. And it's time for DNF Duel, man. As you heard earlier, we are not entirely fully complete in 8 number of players, but at the same time, I don't expect this bracket to be any less intense.
No, I mean, there's already a story. I know everybody's excited. We got Masoma and Complex up in one part of the winner's side of top 8, opposite GlitchyCobra and Diaphone. And then down in the loser's side, we have Yipes himself,
the
and
homie.
Panda's own Punk. Unfortunately, as we have been made aware, Tega not here. I do have to say, cheering for someone who is not in the building, that is a new thing for me.
Oh, no, that's OG, man. I can tell you some stories about that from the old days.
That is a signature kind of disrespect that I was not prepared for. But hey, Dula moving on with the bye. And, you know, obviously worked really hard to get up here. So these are going to be some sick, sick matches here for some DNF Duel.
Oh, man, I hope so, man. This is definitely, like, from what I saw earlier this weekend, the high-level play is super intense. It's a lot of action going on. There's a lot of understanding of how the game flows, even though we're, like, what, 2 or 3 months into this game's lifespan? Yeah. So I'm expecting something a little special this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, how many like, proper, full-on official majors have we had for this game at this point?
That's exactly right. Other than, like, we got a Vortex Gallery at EVO, right?
Right.
And
so
that was probably the biggest.
Yeah, and then, I mean, we had Big E's event a couple of weeks ago.
The Summer Jam.
That
yep.
obviously had a bracket, some performance there. But, I mean, we're still so early in the lifespan of this game and coming right off the heels of the first set of balance changes to this game. A very short list.
They felt like they already got it right the first time. They just had a couple tweaks.
I mean, I got to say, maybe this is a hot take. I'm on board for it. I don't like major changes early on in the lifespan of a game.
I'm going to leave it at that. I don't disagree with you, but I'm going to leave it at that because we'll be here all night, right?
Well, we could talk about that forever, but we only have to talk about it long enough for our players to load in. They are already loading in here. You see them on the head-to-head display. It is going to be a button check first, but this should be, as I double-check the bracket, this should be Masoma and Complex loading in with the Swiftmaster and the Hitman.
And you speak about Swiftmaster and that short list of changes. He had the lion's share of that, didn't he?
Yes, the vast majority of that page was Swiftmaster changes.
Well deserved, all I can say. I'm a Vanguard main, so, you know, I don't feel sorry for anybody.
No, but I imagine you wanted a little bit of love.
Oh, I just a little bit, but at the same time, I like working hard. I like knowing that it's all me at the end of the day.
I mean, that's fair, but, you know, there's a lot of characters in this game where you don't hardly have to work. 1 or 2 of them on the screen. I know Swiftmaster and Hitman on a lot of people. I mean, Swiftmaster obviously has been sort of undisputed #1.
A little bit of creativity involved with these characters, don't you think? Though, like at the same time, like you don't just get the damage. Like at least with Hitman, you got to be a little finessing with it, right?
I mean, or be an awakening.
Exactly. Oh.
Nah,
say no more.
There's still stuff to be done for sure as we are loading in. We are 2 out of 3 outside of winners, losers, and grands. So loading in on this first match, Masoma versus Complex, Swiftmaster versus Hitman. Let's get it.
Oh, baby. And that's right. This is Diaphone, I believe, right? Oh, no, it's Complex. Excuse me. I thought it was Diaphone because I saw a darn Hitman already.
No, we got a whole nother Hitman.
We got 2 Hitmans
in the
top 8. Big surprise, right?
I think Hitman and Ranger are the only repeat characters in this top 8, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I will say, it's easy to rag on the Hitman, but that white alt on the Hitman,
that looks
so smooth.
But I'm just saying, but the problem is he's supposed to be an assassin, right? He's over here dressed all conspicuous. He's going to be spattered with blood by the end of this. You ain't fooling nobody.
Oh, okay. This is a pretty passive round start already. An awful lot of respect for the Vortexes coming out of Swiftmaster here from Complex, who unfortunately gets smoked on the first hit. But look at the difference in the meter gain after the changes to Swiftmaster.
Exactly. And you know what you got to, you know what you were saying, like there was a lot of passive play here, but he just needed one of those to touch, and he got exactly what he needed, 50% damage.
Oh, no.
Oh, man, the range is still good.
Oh my god, that's the second time now really getting smoked out. Complex trying to find that pocket to move forward. Is Masoma going to have the damage on deck with the meter changes? Because if not, Complex is going to wake up in Awakening, and that is going to be, okay, we do get the flip tech.
Out of it. What? Okay.
Okay.
Might be a little bit of jitters on Complex's side there. Kind of got caught swinging at things that just weren't beneficial to his situation.
I mean, it's difficult, right? The Swiftmaster has good buttons. I think Complex needs to make the adjustment that we saw there, which is starting to represent some of those longer range limbs to generate a little bit of threat from farther away. Really find that pocket on the screen between the Vortex and the 5B.
That's not exactly easy to do, but you got that great reversal right there, so that's going to be your first step. Oh, the instant overhead.
You know, into the conversion, we don't get a whole lot out of it, but I think we would love to make something happen here without putting Masoma into Awakening. The problem is all that gray light coming back.
And he caught him on that falling normal. That's going to be big for Complex. Oh, DP of my own, sir.
All right, and now we are in the Awakening for Swiftmaster. Sharks Complex trying to sit on this lead, get a little bit of this mana back passively, wants to press the issue moving forward. Oh no!
That's unfortunate.
And you're 100% dead so long as Masoma doesn't drop that. We had damage on deck because we still had Awakening Art in the back, but the first game is on the board for Masoma. What's Swiftmaster nerds?
I mean, I'm just saying right now that was Complex's game to win, and he took a big bet, I feel like a little prematurely.
Spoken out with the 2A, trying to press the issue. Conversion wants to keep going. Reversal comes out from Masoma.
All right, Complex has got to hold on to this right now. He's had a couple of opportunities to pin down the Swiftmaster, but he's been thrown off by the reversal from Swiftmaster. He has to hold this pressure right now. He cannot allow this to get away from him.
Trying to keep this pressure going. When is Masoma going to swing out? Swings out there. Oh, and that lunge punch. Swiftmaster's movement is so fast.
And it's going to be very difficult for him to get that momentum back. The Swiftmaster's in Awakening.
This is, okay. We do end up playing for the knockdown. It is going to be, I should think, a one-touch game for Masoma depending on the clip. Ooh!
And that sphere, that wind sphere, just the bane of your existence.
Absolutely popping the Awakening Art here. This should kill, I would think. The general rule of thumb for me has been if they're in Awakening, they're probably going to die.
I mean, possibly,
it is going to close it out.
I've been fooled before, though.
Sure. I mean, I guess it depends on the character, but I mean, Swiftmaster gets the hit, you're probably dead. But the same is true for Hitman. It's just Complex has not had much of a chance to do anything just yet.
Right, right.
Pressure going, push back to mid-screen. Oh my god, the suck. Complex gets away with the trade. You know what, in this situation, I think Complex is willing to take that trade and then capitalize off the scramble.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now he's looking for an opening again, and at the same time, he's holding that pressure. He has to keep that going, and oh, that's a little bit of a commit. And we see Masoma kind of get his way out of that several times already.
Okay, waited out the orb. Complex trying to play some neutral, but it's that mobility and how far forward Swiftmaster's limbs take him. It feels like Complex is really struggling to navigate between like his 5B range and his 5A range.
Hard to pin down, yes. Oh, big bet again.
Decent bit of gray life here on Masoma side coming back. All these slowdowns ended up a pretty big deal for Masoma, getting a lot of life back.
He needs that touch. That gray health is looking tantalizing. Hey! The tap.
All right, well, Masoma takes the first set and does move on to the winner's side of the top 8. We'll get another chance out of Complex dropping down into the loser side. Was that one of the licensed Evo controllers I just saw?
The snack box, I believe you're looking at there? I mean, I don't mess with those things. I am a lever purist.
I mean, to each their own, but hey, you can see it on the playback here. Masoma really just, I think, controlled that matchup for the vast majority of it. It felt like Complex never really got the spacing on the ground that they wanted to get stuff started. And then if they did, they just burned through their stuff too quick and never got the... It just cycled back to neutral on the back foot way too often.
And like you said, what nerfs to Swiftmaster? It feels like the game plan remained the same throughout the entirety of that. And it was on Masoma, or rather on Complex, to make that alteration to the game plan of his just never came to fruition. But then again, what do you do?
I mean,
you want to go in, but you can't go in.
No, I mean, of course you do. I think it's you need to try to find, it's equal parts needing the spacing on the ground and needing the read on your opponent's tendencies. And I think every time it felt like Complex had the spacing, they were wrong on the tendencies. Easier said than done.
No, for sure. That's a lot about experience and player familiarity. And I feel like this game is going to highlight a lot of those elements.
I mean, talking about experience, one of our 2 next players, Diaphone, sitting down as well. Diaphone and GlitchyCobra paying, and I mean Diaphone. If I'm not mistaken, also in top 8 for gear today.
Oh, really? Okay. Diaphone, just in general, probably like the best Hitman in the country currently, has a list of high-profile wins in this game under his belt and other games as well. So definitely one of the players to watch in this top 8 bracket.
I mean, we talk about the Hitman, but I was also told apparently there was a ratio tournament that Diaphone entered and played Enchantress through and won with the Enchantress as well.
Oh boy, here we go.
We had some time. But I mean, GlitchyCobra going to be here on the Ranger.
Oh, first Ranger of the day, okay. I've seen, actually, no, I lie. I've seen a lot of Rangers this whole weekend, which is strange because I don't ever see any Rangers online anymore. It's mostly just, Swiftmasters and Hitman at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I see a fair bit of Dragon Knight, which is surprisingly absent.
No Dragon Knight in top 8, right?
Right,
yeah.
It's Dragon Knight, and then I'm used to seeing some Kunoichi, which obviously we're going to see from Yipes playing a little bit later. But I mean, with Ranger, I feel like every time I see Ranger, it's always into a matchup where I feel like, well, yeah, of course Ranger wins this matchup. It's like, I don't think I've ever seen Ranger not playing into, like, Crusader.
The strength of Ranger, yeah. All right, there's a grenade.
Okay.
And yeah, GlitchyCobra's offense is going to be very hard to surmount, basically. Wow!
Love seeing this different pace out of Diaphone, who represents that instant overhead and gets this early hit.
And he did not so many resources already.
Yeah, I mean, GlitchyCobra burned out a lot of resources early on, too. I think they're both willing to trade it. You got to risk it for the biscuit in this game. Oh, my God, it's all overheads all day.
Went for the reversal, but it don't hit like that, bro. Ooh.
One more touch for it. Another late overhead.
Did not want to block, man. Sometimes you just have to wait to see what happens.
Blocking is low tier. It does no damage.
Exactly. Why would I do that? I'm not winning that way.
Trying to press the issue, moving forward, burning that conversion just to earn a little bit more space.
Had to spend all of that, yeah, for the guard cancel. Oh my God! And GlitchyCobra unable to hold his ground twice in a row so far. Diaphone just opposing his will.
Oh my God, still getting smoked by all of these. This can't be a knowledge check. You've definitely played against a top-level Hitman at some point. Maybe not of Diaphone's caliber, but I have to believe, oh my God. One hit on, but that was only one hit on the overhead, falling that time right into the low. We are just running layer 1 right now, and GlitchyCobra is not prepared for it. Bunny hopping, is this a speed run? Are we in the Quake engine right now?
He is absolutely destroying those reversal attempts. Okay, GlitchyCobra with a shot at life here.
And we do have the debuff applied. This is going to be a big deal for GlitchyCobra. It may be enough to give him another shot at life, but now Diaphone is in Awakening. We're going to need to close this out. The grenade is set up for Meaty. Look at that guard bar.
Oh,
that's
baby,
the guard break.
That's the one, baby. That's the one. And he was just at 90. 10 more, and he might have gotten out of there. But even then, it might have whiffed.
This is still game 1.
I love to see it. Kinda. No drama, please.
That's the issue. Throwing out the guns. Guard cancel comes out. That sword reaches so far. And conversion on deck from Diaphone again. I feel like Diaphone has had that conversion on deck to run the offense off an errant poke just about every time.
He found the gap and he finally exposed it.
Oh no, no anti-airs. You were committed to the 2A. Diaphone gets to run the offense again.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, nice tech on that. Diaphone in a little trouble here. He just converts right into that gun blast.
Here's the problem. Now you're in Awakening. How far is GlitchyCobra going to be able to press this? Are we going to see another guard break situation? No. Diaphone is going to have to commit at some point. The guard break happens.
the guard cancel. He was right on top of him.
He held back for his tournament life.
Oh no.
Game 1 on the board, GlitchyCobra.
If you were looking at the first round of that match, you would not assume that it would end like that. But at the same time, GlitchyCobra proving to be just an offensive monster, and Diaphone picking the wrong spots here. I expect an adjustment though from Diaphone.
Trying to press the issue, gets that jump in. Oh, is able to bait the DP. This time, Diaphone is starting to understand that GlitchyCobra is being a little bit more active with these defensive mechanics and is going to start to bait that out. OTG, we got some mana back.
And this was a problem for GlitchyCobra in the past. He was not able to block all of these. Wow, finally finds the reversal in the corner.
Oh, clip that 2A hits. That hits from so far out.
Oh, that grenade held him out, yeah.
Okay, busting out immediately with the guard cancel this time. What a bait, running forward, threatening the throw. No, it was a jump limb, and we do have the Awakening Art on deck. That's gonna be the round on the board for Diaphone.
Clutch, absolutely clutch.
This character's way too swaggy.
I can't disagree with that. A lot of characters in this game are very swaggy. Really enjoying the designs of pretty much everybody in this game.
Ooh, nice anti-air. Gonna try to press the issue off the falling limbs, but no, Diaphone commits the jump buttons again. There is no respect for the semi-auto.
Oh my God, dude, he guard canceled, and then he goes into the instant overhead into convert. And it pays off, man.
Oh.
And we're back to square one. GlitchyCobra unable to block all these mix options.
How far are we gonna press this? Oh, I love that. Diaphone stops GlitchyCobra just outside of Awakening. No, a drop. We didn't have anything off the back of it. So GlitchyCobra now in Awakening, used that conversion to try to press the issue. Guard cancel comes out of Diaphone. DP from GlitchyCobra to reset back to neutral.
Yeah, mana right now running low, but it's refilling for both people.
We're trying to dash block.
Into the gun. And I think he was trying to jump the normals so that he couldn't cancel.
Okay. That Awakening Art is going to close this out, and this should bring it to set point for GlitchyCobra, staring down the barrel of winners finals.
Ooh. All right, here we go. Possibly the last round. Man, what a big bet.
That was a big call out, and have to spend an early guard cancel does Diaphone, but we are able to press the issue. It's so momentum focused. GlitchyCobra really needs to find that one spot to shift it back and then get sort of the ability to start to run that offensive game. Finds the spot, and now we're throwing out the big guns.
I was going to say that once GlitchyCobra finds his opening, he's pretty good about holding on to the offense, but at the same time, if it's just one possible mistake that occurs, Diaphone is going to make him pay. Diaphone making everything super optimal, and there it is! You guessed wrong, brother!
I love that. Generated the threat for the throw, but no, it was the second jump. The overhead connects this time. Diaphone should have the resources to be able to make this happen. No, needs one more. The DP connects. GlitchyCobra.
That could have been a problem. Hold him in place. How much time? Oh, he's gonna bust him. Is he gonna bust him? He's gonna bust him. Oh,
no, air balls. Oh my God.
What?
The love tap didn't do it. In fact, I wonder if Diaphone getting shot by that air bullet was the difference. If it hit, if he blocked it,
You're right.
it might have broken the guard.
You're right.
So taking the bullet was the right decision in that moment, and GlitchyCobra wasn't ready for it.
Oh man, that's just one of those things where, like, you know, you're supposed to block the easy part to get hit by the hard part. And I don't know if Diaphone meant to get hit by it, but he did, and it just threw off the entire game plan for Glitchy.
Sometimes the task fails successfully.
Exactly, right?
We are resetting back one game apiece. GlitchyCobra on the front foot for a second. Guard cancel and conversion moving forward, but clipped by the low, and GlitchyCobra is back in the driver's seat. Oh no.
Okay. GlitchyCobra trying to hold the corner. Oh man, rolls into the DP.
I mean, the roll kind of had to happen to that spot. I don't think GlitchyCobra meant to end up in the corner in that situation, so it's a real shame. Catches the forward roll with the errant shot.
In complete control this entire round, though.
DP coming out of Diaphone. This is Hitman in Awakening. This is that thing that everything is afraid of. Baits the DP, gonna be big damage on the punish.
Oh my days. Oh yeah, that might be it for the round. Can never be too sure, but I'm pretty sure about this one.
Oh, he feels pretty sure. Already taking a sip, mentally preparing for the next round. That is the KO.
Yeah.
It's that awakening art. It does so much damage when you're down there.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Round 2. Fight!
Diaphone turning that round around pretty much instantly.
I mean, there's so much potential on an awakening, empowered Hitman, right? You can have your whole life bar and lose in a second, clipped by the jump limbs already. Diaphone in the driver's seat has control in this P2 side corner. What's GlitchyCobra gonna do?
I like the guard cancel. Get off me.
Oh, a guard cancel back from Diaphone, spending a little bit of resources to maintain this momentum in this screen position. Conversion behind throwing out the guns. GlitchyCobra really wants to press forward.
I feel like GlitchyCobra's a little uncomfortable with this range. Okay, caught him with the normals. Let's go.
Right, side swap. We only got a little bit of mana, so we're gonna set up behind the grenade.
Fighting his way out of exhaustion, but caught him with the throw. Okay.
But now Diaphone's in awakening.
No way.
No way.
I
Oh,
wouldn't say. Not like this.
That was hungry.
All right, that's going to be it for Diaphone. 1-1 match point coming up.
Last round. Who moves on to play Masoma in winners finals? It's going to be already backing off here as GlitchyCobra. Diaphone was a little bit too passive there. Now you got to weather the storm and try to make your way through this. Really trying to pick the shot. Oh, look at his guard gauge already.
Yeah, no, that's a very chunky block string.
Wow.
I think he got a little overzealous there with his response to that. Yeah, it's
Oh my-
happening
hey.
again. It's happening again, Brad.
All right, how far are we going to be able to press the issue? What's the mix that's going to come in after? We threaten low?
Oh!
No, it was another throw, baby.
Double overheads, baby.
Oh, the
What
fast
a
low
time.
this time.
That's cold-blooded. Ah!
Oh, the standing reset. He knew he didn't have the damage. He didn't want to play for the same Oki situation, so he goes for the standing reset and baits the DP. Diaphone is going to move on to the winners finals against Masoma.
Sheesh. That is just the player playing the player at that point. He had recognized a certain pattern of responses that GlitchyCobra was throwing out there in that specific situation, and each time he was hitting pay dirt. He knew the opponent in that specific situation. Very impressive.
You know what I kind of like about that is, like, you watch that play and it feels like Diaphone. Like, I watch Diaphone on Hitman and I'm like, oh yeah, you're cycling these offensive situations, generating this high versus low threat and overwhelming your opponent with having to make these decisions. It feels consistent with what I'm used to watching from Diaphone in other games. So I love seeing that representation, and I'm going to be really curious to see the difference in Swiftmaster versus Hitman now up in the winners finals, and if Diaphone has maybe a different answer than Complex had.
Yeah, possibly. No, I imagine he's was paying close attention to that, and the off chance that he did end up in the winners final situation. So let's see what he has to play with. See some of the replays right here. Very close match between these guys, though. I don't think it could get any closer.
No, for sure. I mean, it was anyone's game at several points in there. And I mean, we're going to get to see more of GlitchyCobra, obviously dropping down into the losers.
Yeah, but now we're going to be moving towards losers, actually, because we got to see Yipes versus Punk coming up, man.
That's gonna be an interesting one. I know everyone's gonna be excited to watch that one.
Oh yeah, we're definitely getting an increase in viewers right now, 200%.
It's the Yipes power boost and the Punk power boost.
Oh yeah, man.
This is what it's like when worlds collide.
This is the power of what would you call it? E-stardom?
For sure. So dropping down as we prepare a little bit for Yipes versus Punk. That's probably going to be Kunoichi versus Berserker.
Yeah, Kunoichi versus Berserker is my guess. You know, I was talking to Yipes about this because he had gotten to the top 32 and he was like, "What should I do?" And I'm like, "Bro, just go for it. You're about to do something that all of us commentators wish we could still do."
Right?
Get in there, man.
Yeah, he was. I talked to him a little bit about the matchup yesterday, and he was talking about that Berserker definitely has the ability to really swing this matchup around if Yipes makes the wrong kind of mistake. But I mean, we've all seen a bit of what Kunoichi has available. And one thing that I think she brings to the table that we see from certain Kunoichi players that I think that Yipes is probably going to be able to really capitalize on is, you know, when she sets up that seal and then can get that flip tech reset and go for sort of tech chase style stuff rather than just going straight for the knockdown, she can bring that other element of the game to it. And I imagine that's something that, you know, with Yipes' history, with the types of games that he plays, that's probably something that he's pretty comfortable with.
Like he wants that unfair Oki situation every time.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you just want to throw out the frog, call the assist.
All right, I believe we're going right into it. Hopefully not a button check, because I can't wait to see these guys get it on.
I think Berserker's really sick in this game, and I'm a little disappointed that we don't get to see a whole lot more of him immediately into the
You would
state.
assume that we will see a lot more because he seems like not entirely difficult to use either. A lot of hold forwarding.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, you get into the stance, right? And it just empowers all your normals. But I mean, here's the problem. Now you're on the back foot. The seal is out, going for the stagger pressure. No bite out of Punk, who's now trying to press the issue and move forward. Has conversion on deck.
Right, now Berserker's going to pressure from a much further distance in the Kunoichi game, but at the same time, if he gets in her range, ow! Ow! This is going to hurt. Brad, this is going to hurt. Good Lord, oh my, ugh.
All right, set up the meaty fireball. Gonna press the issue. Mids for days. Generating
Rolls
with the
out of it.
ooh!
Smart conversion.
Oh! Vortex pulling him in. We're gonna have some damage on deck here.
They're both in Awakening too. That could be the super the next time. Oh, yeah, that is not safe. That is not real.
So much damage on deck. First round on the board for Punk. Yipes had control there for a bit, but once it got out of his control and Punk was able to really start running his own game, I mean, the damage is just so much, and the way that he cycles offense back and steals turns back is difficult.
Very scary to deal with. Very frightening to try to swing back at it too. But at the same time, Yipes no stranger to adversity here.
Right? Throw out the big tornado. We set up the seal, so there's that air tech thing that I was just talking about, going for the empty low off the teleport. No
Next
bite.
touch has to do it.
Oh, I like representing the fireballs airs forward with the conversion to try to steal some space. Accidentally corners himself. Ooh.
Ooh. And he had it, but it was a little too far away. Possibly didn't think that was going to work.
Right. Ooh, the cross-up connects, and Punk is in Awakening.
This could do it if he gets just a couple more hits. No, he goes to the reset.
Conversion for the extra overhead. Now he's just playing the game. Oh my God, run up throw.
There it is, man. Yep, is that going to do it?
No!
I was going to say, I don't think that works.
All right, take us to Detroit Rock City, Yipes. Please keep it simple. Thank you. Right into the Awakening. All right, I have every expectation that this is going to close out this round.
Is there an OTG hitbox on that?
On her Awakening art?
No, on his Awakening art.
I'm honestly not sure.
Yeah, I was just wondering what that was supposed to be.
If there is, then he was late.
Possibly.
All right, one round apiece. Throwing out the pokes at round start position is Punk. Doesn't want to be on the back foot, but on the back foot you are.
Does not want to take that too much of that stagger pressure. Don't blame him whatsoever.
Right.
Lost across up that time.
But this guard gauge damage does add up. And the other thing is, right, once Berserker activates that blood stance, there's so many opportunities to extend your pressure with conversion.
And the range was already crazy to begin with. Oh, and caught with the frog! From downtown!
What I say, sometimes you just gotta call the assist, let the assist do the work.
He's too busy warning about the Frog Master, forgot about the frog. And 1-0 for Yipes.
Loading right in for game two. Are there going to be adjustments coming out of Punk? I feel like when Punk was able to run his own game and get stuff started, it was going fine, but Yipes was doing a pretty good job of navigating around some of the stuff that Punk was bringing to the table. But if you have a bad guard cancel like that, that is not the best start here for Yipes.
That
down 50% life in the corner, but falling with buttons.
And the work is kind of halfway done for Yipes because Berserker, unlike a lot of other characters, spends a lot of health meter to get those offensive opportunities and to maximize them. Ooh. Got to be careful as a Berserker player. Ooh, just avoiding that spiral. Whoa, that might be it for Kunoichi, yeah.
Yep, had conversion in the back, able to close it out. And yeah, I think one of the things you're getting at is maybe this is part of why we don't see as much Berserker, right? Is like in a game that is this explosive, having a character whose most powerful stuff is gated behind dealing self-damage and using your health as a resource. It's the difference between a two-touch game becoming a one-touch game for your character.
Exactly. But at the same time, if you're on the offense the entire time, and almost like it doesn't matter. In fact, you want to do that. And you see that right now. Punk is willing to bet all of the health meter here.
Plenty of resources, goes for the meaty fireball. Oh my God, conversion into nothing, going right into the install stance. And
swing!
His 5A reached exactly far enough. We're gonna be able to bring this corner to corner, and I imagine Yipes is gonna choose to cash out. No, wants to set up behind the frog. The fake setup into the throw. The frog is out again. He believes in the frog.
He's got him shook right now. Punk does not want to press a button.
And we're on set point for Yipes. He believes in the frog.
The frog has been paying off dividends so far. Punk has not been able to circumvent the setup. Oh, caught him air to air. Caught him falling.
Frog is out again. We're going to press the issue into the corner. I have to imagine we're going to try to end this. Yep, we got the Flame Tornado. We're going to put the seal on. No. Extra hit. Yep, the seal is on.
Oh, good blocks from Punk there.
Smart guard cancel. Those guard canceled exactly as the seal was going to pop, so it kept Yipes from trying to steal another turn, and the the command roll forward, rather, to steal the corner position back.
Oh, that range is coming into play now.
Oh my god, actually with the passive blood drain from Berserker's abilities, it put him into Awakening in the middle of that combo. Oh. We go for the Vortex into the standing reset, and it does connect. We're going to a game 3.
All right. Had to be like this, didn't it?
Yipes looked so focused just then.
That's the way he be.
Representing some air, Kunai trying to play a little bit more of a, mid-range and farther out game, earning a little bit of space. Just like that, we get in though and start to press the issue, but Smoke counter hit. Punk finds the chance. Yipes must have been tapping a 5A or something.
And there's that Oki right there. Oh, walks into the throw.
Nice teleport out, wants to back off. Oh, you almost got the full charge.
There's right now, you see Yipes just getting pushed all over the map right now. Absolutely bullied by that Berserker range.
That's a shame, and so much of that feels like it rests on Yipes getting hungry and going for the charge on the seal that long. I feel like he committed just a little bit too long and got smoked out for it.
Kind of just couldn't get back on his feet, huh?
All right.
Oh, the Frog again. Punk not really able to find his way out of that.
Oh, I like that from Yipes. Really trying to play farther out and then go in behind the seal, but does get the block conversion forward off the Kunai to try to make something happen. But now it's Punk's turn.
That guard gauge is looking mad red.
Conversion keeps Punk safe as the teleport would have worked out here for Yipes. Now we're going to press the issue. How far are we going to take this?
The stagger pressure worked out, and they're holding. Oh, here comes the tornado.
Seal connects. Oh, into the low! It had been the flip tech reset every time. This time he let him stand tech.
He did not want him to stand or swing. He was just like, okay. I just wait for it to happen. He did not block low.
Putting out the Frog, and we connect just like that. We get all the way through, but Yipes is a little bit off on the pickup attempt, and just like that, you're in the corner. Conversion, fastball low!
The conversion mix is real. One of the scariest mixes in this game.
Get the install. What's it going to be? Conversion, fastball low again. Yipes blocks those. You know he's used to blocking some oppressive things.
I'm saying, no, he's got to have seen it at least once, and that's enough that he needs.
Trying to press the issue. This is still set point for both players. Life is pretty close here.
Are you going to catch them twice with the same thing? I don't know.
Gonna run forward. Really dancing just outside of the tip of Punk's buttons. Really trying to generate a little bit more threat with these kunai and earn that little bit of life. Oh, that conversion actually is huge. This is the difference between Yipes may be able to make this off of an errant touch. The 5A connect!
He got him trying to swing again! Wow!
Yipes moves on in the loser side. Punk out at 7th. You hear the crowd getting happy for Yipes.
Just off a run up. Off a run up at that. How many people want to run up on a Berserker with that kind of range on a Kunoichi, right?
I mean, that's scary, right? But what I will say is Yipes had spent so much of that game running forward and then jumping back and representing the kunai as a threat.
And he finally committed.
Yeah, the one time he commits, that's that X factor that you have as one of the best, most seasoned players to be able to represent that type of thing in the game.
Man, what a turnaround that was in the first match, rather. Whew. No, most certainly these guys leaving it all on the field right now, leaving it all on the table. And, man, you saw Yipes just right at home in the corner, putting Punk through his paces.
Of course.
And Punk playing those ranges pretty smartly as well. But, again, we were talking about how the Berserker has to bleed so much of his own life just to maintain that offense.
Yeah, it made a big difference at the end of that final round there, which I think this clip is actually it at the end of the set. Yeah,
just run up and commit to the run.
Something like 40% of Punk's life was just lost playing neutral of Punk making a decision and then having to burn conversion in order to cover his own decision. And, you know, Yipes just played so passive, so far back, that little bit of gray life adding up. And every time he did so, Punk is hurting himself just a little bit more. And it ultimately made that difference. So Yipes moving on is going to play against GlitchyCobra, and then obviously, as we said, Tega is unfortunately not here to round out the top 8. So Complex dropping down after losing to Masoma to play against Dula, and then up there in the winners finals, we still have Masoma and Diaphone.
All right, man. Looks like we're going to roll right into, I believe this is Complex versus Dula.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, so Dula on the Inquisitor. Definitely a character that, compared to some of the rest of the characters represented up in this top 8, you don't see Inquisitor represented quite as much.
Yeah, I'm not going to try to say like who's strong and who ain't right now because I feel like it's still kind of early. But obviously, people say they solved the game already, so that's on them.
Everybody feels that way.
Right. But at the same time, the Inquisitor is here in top 8, and I've seen Dula work since the pools, and I'm impressed. So I definitely believe he deserves this, and he might surprise us here in this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, what I'll say to that is I remember on day 1, Launcher was the worst character in the game, and now there's a couple Launcher players out there putting in the work. So, you know, sometimes your game plan just needs a little bit more time to be developed. Maybe, just maybe, Inquisitor is one of those characters. But we're going to have to see.
I felt like she had the potential. Letting these intros rock, okay.
I'm here for it. They spent all that time animating it.
I know,
Look
right? This is some of the best animated fighting games I've ever seen in my life, man.
The presentation on this is absolutely stellar. And then look at the drip on Ranger, too. Every Ranger all looks so Oh, no. Caught out. Trying to jump over the whirly guns. It's not going to connect. Ooh, went for stagger. I feel like a lot of times we see Ranger will still press up and try to use conversion to press the issue there, but thought they were going to get away with stagger pressure. Ooh. All right, Dula.
And so you're seeing right now the Inquisitor being a little more, at least from what I'm used to seeing, aggressive than you normally see because the fire bottle tech is probably not going to be that scary for a Ranger who wants you to put that range between you two.
Right.
Oh, that's a big punish coming up.
Yeah, and the Holy Oil is on, so I have to imagine we're going to have the damage for it as we cash out. Yes, first round on the board for Dula.
Keeping it simple.
Yeah, I mean, Complex, in that round at least, it's still early, but it felt like Complex maybe committed to a couple of options, thought they were going to get away with a couple of some cheeky choices, and I think you really need to represent some of that layer 1 right now and try to establish what it is that makes your stuff work. Going into range 0, but hey, look at that, 2A check, giving up the turn.
Jumps right into the blast. Oh, runs underneath it? I think he didn't believe he was going to whip that. And this is kind of a problem for the Inquisitor. She can't really approach as quickly as she would want to because of the touch, but gets the grab either way. Oh,
that grab is huge, ends up putting Dula in the winning side of a corner position, but hey, Complex still in the driving foot. Nice guard break to try to press the issue forward. Wow!
What a bet! And it's a safe maneuver nonetheless, but at the same time, Dula just going with it, Complex swinging into it, and he has, damn!
Still has Awakening Art. I don't know how much scaling is on this right now. This may be pretty close. She's burning the Heretic.
Oh, he's
alive by
almost done.
A hair.
Magic Pixel in effect. That might be all he needs, though.
This really might be. Dula needs to make one correct defensive decision. What a call out!
That's all he needed.
What a trap. Understands we've already seen that Ranger can 100-0 your guard bar if they have the resources for it. Understood that that was the moment Dula was going to make a play and absolutely snipes him for it.
Woo.
Round 3. Fight!
Dula just has to recover from that mentally. He opened up immediately. You got to believe he felt like he had that one. Rolls past the slide. Oh, getting clipped on the down attack.
That up back was almost so great, but unfortunately, Complex did have the follow-up after to keep the issue going. Throwing out the grenade. Ooh, the throw beats. Grenade again.
Can't do nothing. That's right. He's afraid of that grenade that takes the throw instead.
All right, how far can we press this? I mean, Complex can just, gonna throw the whirly guns, try to keep something going.
I gotta say right now, Complex in complete control. Dula unable to commit to anything right now. Oh,
that clipped! And he had the mana for it!
Couldn't spin. Stuffed. He stuffed. I think that was supposed to be air spin. He stuffed it.
I think so. I mean, it looked like she sort of floated downwards a little bit there, so it was very close. I feel like what keeps happening is Dula keeps being just shy of the right decision.
Close every time.
Ooh, okay. Ripping the reversal as Complex tried to play for the throw tech game.
There we go.
That's what he wanted last game.
I cannot give up the corner here. Dula working on extra damage, looking for the grab.
Right. 2A trades.
No,
We'll take those.
the DP
Ooh.
was a little early.
Complex gets the side swap, gonna press the issue, bring us back to the corner. How far are we gonna commit to this? Oh, backdash gets away. Grenade connects.
Just letting him land. I guess he was expecting air shot.
Complex is playing so much around baiting the defensive options. Because we could definitely see with how little the guard bar is, Complex could probably just play for guard break if they wanted to, which is what they're gonna do now. And they were exactly at the right spot to do the early second gun, ended up huge and blows up the guard cancel. Dash forward, nice check out of Complex, who is on set point.
Dula might be running out of options here. He's trying everything in the repertoire.
Right.
Looking for a side switch here. There it is.
Huge. Okay, backing off. Throwing the flame grenades. Okay, setting up the big wheel.
Touched him.
Oh no!
That was a little late.
All right, we gonna throw the grenade? Yes, we are. Moving in behind the grenade, but once again, it's the same thing. DP through, and it's timed perfectly. Yo, Complex answers with his own DP. Momentum DP. What are we doing? Oh my God, please. And thank you. Served up on a plate for Dula.
I think Complex might have got a little frustrated there. He's like, come on, let me just finish this off nice and tidy.
All right, throwing out the big guns, trying to press the issue so much. Still really wants to bait the throw, but the stagger cancel finally working out here for Complex.
Dula thinking he had some more time to hit a button there, but it was getting baited the whole time. And that's looking like almost 40% damage. Great health effect. Wow, what a check.
Dula's defensive decision-making is turning out to be the biggest thing, because every time Complex waits that little bit of extra time to try to bait something out, Dula's, that's the moment that they're being patient.
He definitely opened him up. Wow, caught him with the fire bottle.
Oh. The gun's coming out. What's it going to be? Early switch,
Again.
but that time the DP comes out.
All right, good block on that side switch.
Big wheel comes out, not much comes from it. We're able to press back into the corner. Conversion behind the big guns coming out from Complex.
And I think Dula might have thought he had the window to jump there. Oh, that might be it. Yes, sir.
Complex is gonna take it. Big ups to Dula for making the run that they made. I think the defensive decision-making for most of that set was pretty good. It was just there were one or two spots where it didn't end up working out that great. I mean, if it wasn't spot on, it was just barely off, and every time Complex had the right positioning to be able to capitalize on it and make a big difference.
Yeah, I think Dula, obviously, like you said, having great decisions on defense and making it work for the most part, getting close to like taking almost the entire game there. But, you know, Complex also with great reactions, great skill, great game plan, and the wherewithal to hold on to that magic pixel in that situation.
Absolutely crazy. What a great comeback that was. And that's, I mean, this game is a dangerous game, right? You cannot let anybody live.
No, and I feel like, you know, once he realized he didn't kill with the Awakening Super, he was just like, all right, well, what's the next move? I've already depleted so many options. And Complex just said, well, if that's the extent of your game plan, then let me take my turn.
This is already quite a top 8 Hell Pocket.
Oh, no, it's incredible top 8, you know?
And we still got Yipes and GlitchyCobra rounding out the rest of the loser side matches before we get to the top 4, with Masoma and Diaphone still waiting up there in the winners finals. Take a look at that bracket there.
Oh, yes, sir, man.
GlitchyCobra and Yipes, who do you think takes that one?
GlitchyCobra and that, who do I take? I mean,
I know who you want to pull for.
I know. I don't want to be biased here, man. You're putting me in a tough situation.
It's hard. I do think, you know, I want to see out of GlitchyCobra, I want to see, you know, something a little bit different. The difficulty that they had dealing with Diaphone's offense was difficult, right? And I think in Kunoichi that Yipes is going to be able to represent another sort of similar type of mix-up game. I think the difference is Kunoichi plays a different sort of neutral, where Diaphone was, you know, cycling back to this standing pressure of like throw bait with high-low. I feel like Kunoichi front-loaded that damage a lot more than we saw from Diaphone outside of Awakening on Hitman.
Okay. We'll see how it shakes out here.
Doing a little bit of button checks on the side. I hope everyone's enjoying this DNF duel action here coming
I
at
think
you for
so.
ECT.
I think it's been delivering. I think the entire weekend's been delivering. You know, like it's been absolutely exciting time. It's great to be back.
Oh,
you know,
for sure.
This is like my 3rd time at ECT, so it's glad to be invited back. And you know, what else could I ask for? Watching a fellow colleague of mine do what he would love to do most.
Right, and there's still more to come today.
Yeah. And GlitchyCobra currently on a tear. The momentum is building for her.
I'd be really curious to see. This will be Ranger versus Kunoichi. How is Kunoichi going to navigate the ground game against what GlitchyCobra on the Ranger is going to be able to represent? We have to see.
All right, both of them can play that range game to a slight degree.
That was something that we saw Yipes was very comfortable trying to represent against Punk, but I would have assumed that that was a matchup choice. But it seems like willing to take that pace early on might not be working out, as GlitchyCobra is able to draw first blood, setting up behind the grenade.
Oh man, swung into that grenade, unfortunately. It's ever present once it's out. You see GlitchyCobra right now just doing the work.
Right, we had a little bit more mana to maybe try for something, but we had the damage on deck. We didn't need more. First round going on the board for GlitchyCobra. Yipes on the back foot early, trying to represent these. Oh my god, one grenade trades with all the kunais.
I'll call that fair. There's one giant hitbox, right? Oh, that's a big punish coming up. Frog makes appearance.
And now we get to see Yipes do the same thing that we saw GlitchyCobra struggle with in the back. Goes for the throw tech, and it does get smoked out. Yipes with the 2A on the punish. Now we're going to press the issue. Empty low!
And GlitchyCobra not out of this yet. One more chance for them to turn it around.
I don't know, there's a lot of damage on that tornado. We got the seal in the back.
Hey, just take the throw.
We're okay with those. One round on the board for each player. And that's hard, right? Especially after you get smoked for going for the throw the first time. You're definitely not going to be teching in the same situation again. DP comes out from GlitchyCobra after Yipes tries to press the issue. Running the corpse to the P1 side. Pushing back to neutral a little bit. How much are we going to strike the grenade? Not enough. No mana here for GlitchyCobra to try to make something happen, but Yipes' guard bar is bleeding.
Great reversal from GlitchyCobra there. Hold that corner.
Right. Ooh, calls out the frog, and it does connect. We had an OTG. We don't get a whole lot behind it. DP comes out from GlitchyCobra.
Oh, blows himself up. Ow!
This keeps happening. These grenades! It's not the guns you have to worry about.
Gotta worry about the high explosives. The ballistics.
One game on the board for GlitchyCobra, who brings out the laser beam off rip. Yipes gets caught trying to jump forward. Oh, but look at that ground speed.
Yeah, I think Yipes knew that they couldn't hang back there too much longer. It was just not working out for them. Oh, jumps over the bullet.
All right, this is the spot. I mean, once Yipes got into this spot in the last game, that was the round. That may well just be the pace of the matchup.
I mean, we've seen this consistently. GlitchyCobra not the most comfortable in the corner, going for the DP quite a bit.
That's not what you want to see. Yipes gonna be able to get the seal. Is the mix gonna be? Oh!
Did you see it, Brad?
There were layers.
I didn't see anything.
Absolutely not. There might have been a cross up in the middle there. I am not quite sure how far we're gonna be able to press this. Has the flame tornado, so I do think there should be enough for the round.
So.
No!
Oh, no, not quite.
There's a tech in there. Yipes backing off. Any one of these kunai could do something.
They've done it before, Brad. They've done it before, Brad. They've done it before.
Another back throw? No, you are staying in this corner. I don't care that you have a forward roll. Worry about that guard bar.
Oh, here it comes. Is it enough?
Good blow!
They got him.
GlitchyCobra!
They've done it before, Brad.
All right, this is set point to move on to top 4. Yipes gets away with running forward off the grenade, but this back throw again, the money back throws from GlitchyCobra.
Oh, man. You know Yipes wants that back. All right, run forward, get that damage at the same time. That doesn't spell doom for GlitchyCobra just yet.
Right, we have the seal. Ooh, why are you reaching? Okay.
DP finds the mark.
But that's such a common choice in the corner out of GlitchyCobra. They are very active defensively when they're in the corner. How far are we going to press this?
He
That
can't
is the guard break.
It was too far away. The range was the problem there.
And that was enough. GlitchyCobra is able to take it over Yipes and move on to the top 4. And as I look over, let me double check.
Oh my God. Well.
Wow.
That was some DNF duel if I ever saw it in my life.
No, absolutely. I mean, super explosive. Kunoichi can do that, but it's such an archetypical matchup, right? The character, I mean, you know, maybe Ranger, not what you necessarily always think of when you think of a zoner, but he's absolutely trying to play outside of that mid-range game and spend those resources in this way to cash out that damage. Yipes, meanwhile, on this Kunoichi, wants to be cycling this mix-up options. I love that he was representing the kunai and willing to play a more full-screen game to try to pick the spot to move in.
Yes.
But it was just a little bit too little too late. And
the guard break game.
Yes.
Jeez.
Ended up huge. And, I mean, that's despite the fact that, I mean, GlitchyCobra defensively maybe did leave a little bit to be desired when Yipes was on the front foot. But getting that one decision that landed right and resetting back to neutral and having so much damage on deck and the ability to just trap you in with the guard break. It ended up such a big swing, and it's like we said a little while earlier, you cannot leave anybody alive.
You cannot, you know, and I think they were totally fine gathering those resources while being on life support. So worked out for them, and we'll see them move on.
Yeah, so that sets up Complex and GlitchyCobra in the loser semis. And we still
should be a good one, actually.
Masoma and Diaphone. That should be Swiftmaster versus Hitman. There you see the bracket on the screen for you. Masoma and Diaphone versus GlitchyCobra and Complex down there in the loser semis. This is going short and sweet, but wow, what matches these have been.
I knew they would be quick. I knew these would be brutal and bloody, and they have not disappointed. This is actually a pleasure to finally have been calling a DNF duel tournament at a major too. So it's a great experience for me as well.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy to be here now. So we've gotten to see all of these players so far now. We're at the top 4. Who is your pick, you think? If you had to make a call right now, Hell Pockets, who you think is taking us?
Well, I think GlitchyCobra has shown us that they're the tough one in this bracket right now.
I think that's fair.
They've definitely proven survivability is through the roof, and I think that goes a long way in a top 8 bracket when you're not only dealing with the meta of the game, the mentality of your opponent, but also just it's an Iron Man match. It's a marathon making it all the way through this bracket, and they're on the bottom side of that picture.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's a really good point. Survivability, I love that word for it. And, you know, I feel like for this whole time through, you know, after that run with Diaphone on the winner side, to be able to still show that you've got that tenacity is really valuable. And that's something that's super huge on that loser side run, exactly like you said. But hey, you've still got to get through either Masoma or Diaphone up there on the winner side. One of them, if GlitchyCobra is making the run, one of them has 2 shots at life.
Yikes.
We're going to have to see. Diaphone and Masoma is loading in. This is going to be Swiftmaster and Hitman. We saw this same matchup represented with Masoma versus Complex. I am curious to see what different energy Diaphone might be able to bring to this matchup that we didn't see in Masoma's previous set.
And at the same time, Masoma might actually just play this completely different as well, knowing that they're up against Diaphone and not necessarily another Hitman. Because there's a lot of footage of Diaphone's Hitman on the internet right now. There's a lot to study off of.
It's definitely one of those things where, you know, I talk about a lot that you need to establish layer 1, but sometimes you sit down against a player that you know, you're like, we can just get right into it.
Exactly. You see already, Diaphone with a pretty commanding lead. Oh, swinging at that sphere. I don't know about that, bro.
Gonna be difficult. Masoma, this is gonna do a fair bit of damage. We got the Vortex Explosion. How far are we gonna press this? Gets that corner position, it's throwing out another orb, so now you have to deal with the mix.
Oh, great blocks from Diaphone.
And the guard cancel comes out. Diaphone has the guard break. No, waits just a little bit too long, I think wanted for a throw bait, but instead the DP comes out from Masoma.
The nuclear option, as it were. There's the reset, and...
Had the conversion, though. We were able to keep it safe, but Masoma uses the opportunity in the scramble to press forward and get that first round on the board.
I respect the reservations of Diaphone not to let that rip.
I like the patience that we see out of Diaphone. It's so much of just, you know, trying to get to that spot where the one limb works out as the party starter. There's so much walk and block, which you need to be worried about the options that Swiftmaster brings to the table.
Right, you may be in the optimal spacing, but the Swiftmaster might already be throwing out his optimal situation.
Right.
Oh, no, yeah.
So far, it feels like every defensive decision that Diaphone has tried to make in this match has been wrong. We saw the DP, even with conversion behind it in that last game, called out. Okay, guard cancel this time. Now that's working out. We're resetting back to neutral, but Masoma still has the initiative.
Yeah, that's the rough thing about getting a guard cancel in that situation. You still don't actually get the move because of that sphere, that wind sphere holds you in place for a second. And plus, like, trying to stop a Swiftmaster from swinging in any situation, right?
Vortex waiting it out. This is scary, though. This is Diaphone on Hitman in Awakening.
Unfazed is Masoma, though. Like I said, try to get him to not swing.
I love Masoma's willingness to swing in these scrambles, really representing these limbs. And it feels, you know, it doesn't feel as dissimilar to Masoma's match against Complex that I think Diaphone and myself would have liked. It's still looking difficult to try to get in and get the party started. Just so willing to walk back as Masoma. Oh my God, cornered themselves. I love that Diaphone found some initiative, pressing forward.
A little bit of antsiness. I don't know if there's something wrong with the peripherals, perhaps. Looks like we have a little bit of an error. Don't know exactly what happened there, but it seemed like things kind of fell apart there for a minute.
Okay, it sounds like there's a bit of a stick malfunction, so we're gonna have to try to get that sorted out.
Yeah, I don't know how much that affected the previous match, but it seemed like it happened, or rather, it became apparent right when this second match began. So hopefully we get that sorted out quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I would hate to find out that that was something that was a factor in that first game, because it definitely did seem like Diaphone was having a hard time finding that pocket. And if we, you know, if we're able to look at what was presented in that first game and sort of take it for gospel, right? It really feels like there's just a very specific spot where Diaphone is trying to make something happen. And it's like, you need to get that limb out there, conversion behind it, and then you get your one shot. And Masoma defensively had not been crumbling in that spot and just kept being able to find their spot in the scramble to swing through and bring it back into their favor.
It's kind of a slugger game sometimes, you know. You had to take a risk, and Diaphone had taken some risk, like you said. It just hadn't paid off. And Masoma, Swiftmaster just kind of get to control the space. They get to help, they get to hang back and, you know, just have fun at their opponent's expense. So he's going to have to make another adjustment. Hopefully this stick issue isn't going to freeze him out, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I would hope so. It takes the, you know, being on this stage, there's a certain degree of mental fortitude that you need. And, you know, especially when stuff happens that's outside of the scope of the game, it can be something. Okay.
Sounds like we're going to be restarting game 2, and the score is going to be 1-0 Masoma.
Okay. All right, so we're going to be able to load back in. Yeah, the type of mental fortitude that it takes to be able to play the games at this level, you know, you need to be able to shake off mistakes, and you need to be able to shake off when something like this happens. So, you know, I just hope whomever it was that ended up having the stick malfunction, I hope it's not something that's going to, you know, shake them and really affect them. I hope that we're able to just kind of carry forward.
That's the only thing you can hope for, you know. Like, we've seen this happen so many times in high intense situations, and you can never really gauge how it's going to affect anybody, especially the longer it takes to get back into the rolling start.
Showing you a little bit of the crowd. There's definitely some people that are here enjoying some DNF Duel.
I'm enjoying a lot of games out here, man. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying the representation of games here at ECT 2022.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we got to watch a VSAV tournament
in
2022.
The Tekken 7 tournament was hype. Obviously, the KO15 tournament was hype. Street Fighter 5 just ended. Shout out to Logan and Javits for that one.
Oh, for sure.
And not even to talk about like the BYOC area. Like, I'm seeing like KOF11, Neo Geo Battle Coliseum.
Oh my God.
I'm seeing JoJo's games. I'm like, dude, this is the best.
I did see the JoJo game down there. Yeah, too. Yeah. Oh my God, KOF. You're bringing out some older Neo Geo like SNK titles.
I'm trying not to be biased about it, but those games are sick, and definitely everybody who's here needs to check them out real quick.
We all know where your heart lies.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not even gonna front about that. Y'all know what I'm trying to do. definitely chilling right now. But no, I'm just happy to see that representation is here and everybody's having a good time, just playing some games that they enjoy. And then on the other side of things, the esports side of things, we're seeing some really high intensity matches that I think are going to be some study material for people later on in life.
Yeah, and I mean, this is definitely, we're still in comparatively early on in the lifespan of DNF Duel. We've talked about that a couple of times. We've talked about, you know, how early it is to try to, you know, definitively pan out tier lists or anything. This is probably the first event after this patch has come out. So again, comparatively minor patch, but there are some changes that people need to sort of make some adjustments around.
Right.
And you know, we're still in the feeling out phase, I think. And there's definitely
this game is still very young, like extremely young.
Even you know, there's optimization problems that I always think are really fascinating to look into. Like the fact that people are really trying to make conscious efforts to deliberately end their combos outside of Awakening because they understand how big of a momentum swing that is. It is the difference between they can versus they cannot come back on me.
That's right. I mean, how many times have we seen somebody just fail to kill with like a very strong, long combo that ends in Awakening skill, and then they're just like, I don't know what to do next.
We watched it today.
Yeah.
All right, it looks like we're going to be able to load back in. Hopefully we have gotten past this tech malfunction. Once again, we are restarting Game 2 with Masoma up 1-0 over Diaphone in the winners finals here at ECT 2022 with your DNF Duel tournament. I hope everybody's excited. Let's pick this back up.
Let's see if Diaphone has anything from this time, though.
Certainly has a different color. Diaphone is picking a different color on Ranger every time they load it.
He's just trying to make sure he can keep him guessing, huh? Oh, what a big swing!
All right. Already looking a little bit more active, but hey, just like that, Diaphone had to spend the resources. We reset back to neutral, and now Diaphone has to be so passive. It really feels like it needs to all come forward off the one shot. Has the conversion in the back, and we're able to get that first hit that Diaphone so critically needs. Are we gonna be able to play the game that Diaphone wants to play? It looks like yes.
Oh, boy. And all of this off of Masoma getting a little aggressive there in the mid-range.
All right, let's get back into the mix. This is low. This is forward. Look at that guard gauge damage.
Oh, how many times are you gonna have to block? Good. Response from Masoma, not gonna let up.
Oh, we even get the side swap after.
Maestro.
Damage on back. Masoma on the Swiftmaster does have the Awakening passive going in the back, so a meter penalty going to be a little bit easier to overcome. Finding that anti-air.
Oh, no.
Oh, on top of that orb, Diaphone really let everything rip. Masoma has actually no health left. And I think Diaphone may well die as a result of that mistake. Committed just a little bit too much on top of that orb.
I think so too. This looks like it's gonna be it. Man, he took everything he had on that huge bet. Damn.
That's because I respect that they tried.
Oh,
you know,
for
like
sure.
it's so scary, and you know, you're sitting on that orb. Definitely, one would expect that someone's gonna clam up and just try to block it out. I respect that they tried to impose their will on the screen, but it's just so difficult.
Such a scary situation for the person who's trapped in that orb.
All right, this pressure going. DP through. Diaphone wants
Oh,
none of that.
Ooh, from that range, all right. Probably caught an extended hurt box.
All right, just keeping it simple, just pressuring us back into the corner.
All right.
Guard gauge damage. Masoma tries to swing through. It does trade. Conversion in the back, but Masoma sees the conversion and swings through with the 2A.
Oh, couldn't get out of there. That orb, once again, holding Diaphone in place.
And once again, Masoma has that Awakening skill through all of that gray life. Mana coming back just a little bit faster, but we have reset back to neutral. Wow, that was a hard call from Diaphone to try to make something happen. And it is not going to work out as Masoma takes the second game.
I don't know about that one, bro. That seemed like that was such a prayer. Maybe thought he would get an advancing hurt box.
I have to think that was the call, right? It feels like, you know, Swiftmaster can be so active on the ground. I definitely can believe that Diaphone may have wanted to, you know, stick out something preemptive and try to call out something, but it's just, it's been too little too late. I feel like Masoma is playing very conservatively.
Yeah. That would be the way I describe it as well. Masoma has not, only once has he really tried to go in, and in that case, he did get caught sticking out an extended hurt box.
2 games up in the winners finals. Oh my God, trying for the same call out once again is Diaphone. Masoma in the same situation gets that first hit.
Keeps challenging the tap every time, and it's not working out for him. Diaphone, that is.
The stagger is working out. We're pressing the issue back, and oh my God, once again, that 5B lunging forward, so difficult to deal with, and I feel like that's the trap here for Diaphone. You need to be preemptive for 2 different classifications of moves and how Masoma's gonna press forward. Standing tech reset.
Yeah, I don't know, this isn't like a perfect, oh, no throw?
Wanted to bait out the DP, and it's not gonna happen. Masoma just looks so comfortable.
I mean, it's kind of hard not to be when you just have such repertoire at your disposal.
Going for the explosion. Guard gauge damage starting to pile up, so we got the guard cancel coming out from Diaphone. DP comes out as Diaphone goes for the conversion to try to keep pressing the issue.
And an absolute shame it would be if Diaphone's only damage this round was off of guard cancel. But that's looking very realistic here.
We're gonna be able to push this back over to the corner at the end of this if we want to. I have to believe. So, yup. Keeping everything pressure, stagger pressure. Diaphone has to play so passive, and look at that guard gauge. It's still bleeding in the red.
Man, still had the block on the way out of that situation. Man gets caught by the 5B.
He wasn't ready for the follow-up, though. So with a little bit, okay. No, the drop! That was Awakening Hitman. It could have been so much. Instead, we're still back on the back foot. We have to play some neutral.
Oh, man, that's rough. Caught him pressing a button. A button. That's it.
Where did his life go? It is gone. I would like to report a robbery.
Right out of his soul, dude. Carve him up.
That was the momentum swing that I think Diaphone needed, but are we going to be able to carry that energy forward in the next one? This is still a very difficult ground game to navigate.
I can't say one way or the other, but at the same time, he has to respect that orb a little bit more. I feel like he's been trying to swing out of that orb several times, and it's been just causing him to lose his... Wow. All right. I think he wanted that several times. Finally found Pedro with that setup. Baiting a DP coming, I think.
Think so?
Yep,
oh, you were right, but the bait didn't go for quite long enough. We stopped it at the safe jump.
Oh, that was an accident.
Oh.
Yo, counter hit.
There's that extended hurt box that Diaphone has wanted so much. Maybe getting a little bit of a read on Masoma's tendencies. I love that Masoma was willing to just rock out with the 5A.
Just like that, I think that's it. Oh, no, he jumped out of it.
DP?
Yeah, he rolled out of it, okay.
Roll.
There's that gap.
That was the one Hitman change.
Yeah, the one, hey, look how big it is though, right?
Oh, the punish on the forward roll.
Humongous.
Wow, Masoma.
Yeah. Excellent play from both of them, but yeah, Masoma just knowing exactly where they want to be at all times in that match.
Yeah, and I mean, Diaphone just never ended up there. So much of it, it seemed like for Diaphone, you needed to really get in, like inside of that 1/3 screen range to be able to run that offense of, you know, jump gun versus representing the low. And in order to get there, it felt like if Diaphone wasn't already in the pocket, he had to make these big gutsy calls to catch out some extended hurt boxes. And it's just such a volatile approach to a ground game to have to play against a character that has so much control like Swiftmaster has.
And I just think, you know, Masoma definitely one of the best Swiftmasters I've seen so far, just picking apart Diaphone expertly there. So I know we had to pick our favorites to keep this this train rolling. Everybody that we had to pick from is still in there. Diaphone going down to the loser's side. We'll be in the loser's finals of this loser's bracket. But I still got to say, I think GlitchyCobra's survivability may be the X factor here, because it darn sure is not the offense from anybody else.
I mean, I think that's going to be the difficulty. It definitely feels like, I mean, being in the winner side of grand finals, obviously always a big thing. And, you know, who among these players down here? I mean, Complex lost out in the winner side, and now Diaphone as well. Masoma in this top 8 has not dropped a full game. So the only person on this screen that has not had the chance to measure up against Masoma is GlitchyCobra. So GlitchyCobra is going to have to make the run in order to try to give us that grand finals that you are excited for. But who among any of these players is going to be able to meet that intensity? They get to decide that amongst themselves, starting here in the loser semis. Let me hear it for GlitchyCobra and Complex. I think they're excited.
I think this is going to be a good one, Brad.
Okay, I see the loading screen. We got a Ranger mirror coming at you for all of y'all.
Here we go, guys.
Round 1.
You're right. All those alternate colors are the best.
It just looks so good.
I mean, most of the characters in this game have pretty good alternate colors. Wow, DP out the gate. Hey, big punish.
I think that was one of the things that we've called out about GlitchyCobra so far, is that they can crack a little bit on defense. And if Complex is going to be able to capitalize on that, that's going to make a big difference in the pace of this matchup. Because it doesn't matter who has better neutral if you're stuck on the back foot.
I
Respect
agree.
for the grenade.
I would think so too. Wow, just once the turn to end, GlitchyCobra does. When's it my turn, they said?
Mom said I get to have a turn. All right, are we playing for guard break at this point?
I think so. Go for the guard cancel.
Oh, we just barely had enough. That is going to be able to close it out. What a dominant first round out the gate for Complex. But let's see if GlitchyCobra is going to be able to stabilize the game a little bit more here. No, jumped in on immediately, and another early DP.
They cannot be conditioned, and that's huge in a game like this.
Grenade set up, guard cancel comes out, but you still have to respect the grenade. The DP through, does not want to deal with any situation after that. Was that a conversion
They
cancel
are
on a
wild.
forward roll to bait a DP?
They are wild. Oh
Okay.
my God. All right, Complex might have this with GlitchyCobra in a lot of trouble. One more loop, one more touch.
No grenade on the back, no, the throw tech.
So I think GlitchyCobra definitely saw run-up throw in the future there, and it definitely looks like it, but Complex think a little far ahead, goes for the jump back.
Yeah, we had to switch timelines for a second there. We were on the wrong one.
Yeah, right, there is a universe where that actually was run-up throw.
Okay. A much more active early game decision coming out of GlitchyCobra at that time, representing the meter skills.
What?
But another early DP!
I wonder if that's just by design to upset the opponent that they get hit that early by a DP for seemingly low pressure situations.
I mean, maybe I've long argued that representing that threat early is important because it earns you mileage in defensive decision making later. But right now, it doesn't feel like that's coming out all that much. Another DP comes out, we get the forward roll to get out of the corner. But Complex is going to be able to get a little bit of a pickup. We reset back to neutral. The grenade is still in the back.
We're not going to see a guard break here. Guard cancel instead. Oh, the slide! That's humongous! That is a huge slide, and I think that's going to be it.
Yep, we should have the awakening skill in the back, and
No, the shotgun blast doesn't matter.
Okay.
The throw, GlitchyCobra staying frosty. Kinda.
We're talking about different timelines. Those ones collapsed.
Oh my God.
We had a convergence, but it's okay. GlitchyCobra salvaged the round, but still caught out. Complex in the driver's seat. How long do we wait? How long does GlitchyCobra wait before a DP comes out?
I've counted 10 seconds at the longest.
There it is. But it resets back to neutral. Complex saw, smelled blood in the water, really wanted to press for more of that guard gauge damage.
And after that DP just got the world GlitchyCobra did. Oh, the whip.
Oh.
Are you serious?
The most American of resets, clipped low. An unfortunate combo drop in this back throw for Complex. Earns this corner position. How's the pressure gonna be? Ooh.
Gotta hold on to that. Look out, go up.
Oh my God.
Slides into the DP, big problems here.
Oh, once again, Complex is representing conversion as a way to bait the DP out of GlitchyCobra. Layers, they're sharing a brain cell.
I mean, GlitchyCobra might be showing a little too much of their hand here, and Complex is reading everything.
Okay.
Oh my God! The okie doke.
Great come out, going for the pressure. Big guard gauge damage. GlitchyCobra still on the back foot.
Yeah, that's exactly what I expected right there. Don't even worry about the drama. Punish for jumping. Not gonna break.
Okay. DP gets blocked. That's gonna be a big punish here on GlitchyCobra's side.
Complex might be getting a little caught up in this game plan.
Grenade in the back. The guard cancel gets blown up. We had the setup. The game is on the board for GlitchyCobra. It is one apiece.
Bruh.
You activated the trap card. The grenade had been set last turn.
Like, have you ever seen that happen so perfectly?
Okay, the stagger connects here for Complex. Be a nice starter here, but this keeps happening, and GlitchyCobra's so active on defense. Nice back throw.
GlitchyCobra looking crazy like a fox here.
Oh, DP gets blocked. That's going to be a big punish. And we're going to get this. Oh, we actually did get a combo out there.
Complex got to make this count because I think they're seeing enough times where GlitchyCobra will go for the DP and kind of gets away with murder. Have to teach them a lesson. There we go.
Oh, nice setup. Complex understands that GlitchyCobra is going to make an active defensive decision. Sets out the whirly guns and waits for the punish. And we are on set point here for Complex.
Wow!
Oh, throw with, but it doesn't. Nothing comes of it.
Oh, counter press on the button.
We get the slump. Gonna press the issue, bring us all the way back to the corner. Grenade gets set up. Oh, early clip on the low.
GlitchyCobra in great control here.
Oh, that guard cancel hit from a little bit farther away than I'd expected.
I thought so too, yeah.
I thought GlitchyCobra was gonna be safe.
That was the setup they used earlier on in the previous match. Oh man, that grenade keeping that airborne status a little longer, but at the same time, no plus side to that.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a time to make that mistake, it was exactly then. GlitchyCobra didn't have the mana. DP comes out, and that's gonna close that one out. We're going to a final round.
Somebody's got to do the count later. How many DPs? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would love reversal counter. Let's see it.
That's definitely a stat at this point.
Cashing out all the mana. We got the grenade set up in the back.
And
oh no, we
clean.
actually cash it out for a little bit more damage and another extension.
Going for the run of throw. That grenade's already out. You thought!
But you did not get anything off of it. How far are we gonna be able to push this? DP gets blown up by the meter skill coming out of Complex, who finds another hit.
This could be bad. They're debuffed.
Oh no! We didn't quite go all the way over, so the skill actually missed. Life is about even here, cashing out so much. Look at that guard gauge damage.
Oh, nothing they can do about it. Nothing they can do about it.
Just a throw that is gonna be enough to do it. Complex is able to take it. What a close set in the Ranger mirror.
Oh. The guard break element was real there. I think that was what really sold that match between them. Who was in the worst position to be unable to guard cancel at the end of the day, and GlitchyCobra just didn't have the resources almost ever.
Yeah, I mean, and part of that, right? GlitchyCobra, one of the downsides of being as active with DP and these active defensive decisions they were making is when you get in a spot like that, you don't have those resources to get out of the guaranteed stuff. And in the spots that GlitchyCobra did have the resources, I think Complex had already understood, yeah, okay, you're not waiting and being patient for a layer 2. You are going to bust out.
Mm-hmm.
And so we even saw that there were a couple of spots where Complex did represent, you know, the baits on the guard cancels or the DPs. And, you know, it's those little bits of optimizations exactly like that. Look at that pickup on that grenade. That was actually the sickest thing.
When they're on offense, it's something to behold. Yikes.
That throw, looking at that health, that throw did a chunk.
Yeah, it did. That's why I was like, I didn't see it be like that.
So, Diaphone versus Complex. Both of these two players both lost out to Masoma, as you can see on the bracket there. So Masoma sitting up here in the winner side of Grand Finals. And the 2 kills from their winner side run so far get to play it out now to see who earns this run back.
You know, they both chomped at the bit at that, but at the same time, I wonder if one of them takes it, what are they going to bring differently to Masoma? But it's not about that right now. It's about how they get past each other.
Yeah, that's the difficulty. And, you know, I feel like we've seen the 2 extremes of Diaphone here. And, you know, granted, it's, you know, between matchup and player, right? Masoma as a player and Swiftmaster as a character obviously represented a different type of threat to Hitman and Diaphone than we saw in Diaphone's first match against GlitchyCobra. But Diaphone took that 2-1 over GlitchyCobra, another Ranger. So we've already seen the way this matchup pans out. So I think when Diaphone played GlitchyCobra, so much of it was about the fact that Diaphone was able to run that offense in the corner.
Yes.
So how is Complex going to meet that? Is their defense going to hold up to the intensity of Diaphone? Or is Diaphone never even going to get the chance to start that game?
We're about to find out. But like you said, no, if Diaphone does take the corner, I expect at least 1 or 2 reps of that high-low offense to come into play. And honestly, Complex might have taken a page out of GlitchyCobra's game book, where they might just go for the DP if they think it's, you know, optimal.
Always something to represent. Diaphone bringing out that white alt on the Hitman, representing the Sunday best here on Sunday at ECT 2022. Your losers finals, 3 out of 5. Diaphone versus Complex, and Diaphone is already in the front seat, but there's that DP you just mentioned.
And that's what I was worried about. It, GlitchyCobra representing that so many times, and I would not be surprised. Like I said, Complex just ready to use it now. Maybe that's a good idea.
All right, going for the backdash. Complex understood they had space on the screen. They were like, you know what? Getting out of this mix-up is worth the space on the screen that I surrender, especially if I'm going to get the next hit in the scramble that results. The grenade comes out.
Ooh!
Press. Ooh!
Yeah, they're getting happy with that DP. I think they keep the game a little bit.
Maybe, but it didn't work.
Yeah, that's the
the
problem,
last time
right?
someone did it to Diaphone, that's the problem. You can copy my homework, but check my test results first.
Exactly, just don't make it look the same, right?
Oh, the jump in connects, and that was a punish. Complex was still in recovery. One more guess should do it. Goes for the low guard cancel coming out of Complex.
They want to know parts of that.
This really is anyone's game. The grenade was back there. Look at Diaphone's guard gauge right now. By the 2A.
200 mana nonetheless. That, whoa!
Oh, that's still clipped. Complex gets called out. Diaphone bulldozes forward. This is still my space. You see the guard gauge doesn't matter if you're dead.
Yeah, exactly, right? Don't really care what you're doing over here. Your health meter is at 0. Oh, boy. Complex went a little bit more of a classic Complex gameplay from what we've seen so far. Holding on to
Oh my God.
Are you serious?
And we get a pickup? Are we going to get the side swap? We are. The meter skill after the Tatsu. Moving forward with the whirly guns.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Diaphone just outside of Awakening, though. Spends conversion.
Complex caught swinging. Trying to interrupt that string. Oh, looking for the reset, and we get it.
How are we going to pressure here? Goes for the empty low. Guard cancel coming out early from Complex. Diaphone finally in Awakening, but it might not matter. No, we don't get quite as much of a pickup as we might have wanted.
So I hold him at bay. Complex not willing to let this get close anymore. Does not want any close-up personal.
Ooh.
Hey.
I respect the attempt from Diaphone. You saw the guard cancel was the guard gauge was getting low. Needed to not keep walking blocks, so you had to go to the air, but it was unfortunately the one spot on the screen where you were going to have to respect that tool either way.
Yeah, Complex was looking for that too. Knew exactly the point where they wanted to throw that out. And all of those resources going for damage right now. Diaphone with a commanding lead out the gate.
Oh my God, clipped by the high. Is Diaphone going to be able to close it down? Wow, the standing reset into the low.
Uh-oh. And hasn't had resources the entire round practically.
You got to spend money to make money, Hell Pockets.
I'm telling you.
You might not have spent enough. Complex has the, oh my God, DP on DP violence.
This man lives in the red.
Finding the throw. Diaphone takes the first game of the losers finals.
You know, Diaphone was probably just throwing blood in the water there because he just would not let up on that offense, did not need the resources, did not back up, and Complex did not give him anything to think about either.
No, for sure. I think, you know, you had called out that you suspected Complex might represent the DP in the way that we did see, but I think already making the switch to being a little bit more guard cancel centric in some of these spots and gonna force Diaphone, hopefully, to be a little bit more active in how he chooses to construct his offense.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, just gonna catch him, hold that grenade.
Throwing out another one. Spending a little bit of mana for a little bit of guaranteed lockdown. Still clips and has the conversion in the back to actually pick up off of that.
Oh.
Run up low, just connects.
I'm not sure what he thought was happening. Maybe try to jump. All right, nice blocks there. Not taking that again. Oh, he tried to swing. That was not a gap, sir.
Oh, and he tried to swing once again, and it does get called out. Diaphone is in exactly the right spot to go over the spacing drive, and the empty low to close out the next round.
That was not your gap, sir.
Round 2.
Okay.
Brilliant bait. Brilliant bait.
Be able to press the issue, push us all the way to the corner. Where's the grenade set up? There it is.
Hey.
Flipped out again. But there's two Hitmans, right? There's the Hitman at round start, and then there's the Hitman in Awakening.
Where it's just like damage, great range.
All that gray life adding up. Clips Diaphone trying to run forward.
Cannot play to that completely, though. Yikes. And there goes the gray health.
But now we're in Awakening. Uh-oh.
Still not quite enough. One good touch. Oh, he hesitated.
Oh, how far are we going to press this? We don't have any more mana to make anything else happen. DP!
Oh my, okay, he
Yeah,
has
the follow-up into conversion. Oh my god, Complex did conversion for the mana into the DP.
That's brilliant. Definitely did not see that specific situation. I thought it was going to be a defensive grab, possibly. Maybe going for attack.
Okay, conversion coming out of Diaphone when the air option did not work out. He gets smoked.
Oh, baby.
What a bait. Complex is slowly reintroducing these offensive layers, and Diaphone is crumbling a little bit on the back foot as these layers get represented.
Yeah, he's a little shook, but it's okay. Gets that one back, takes the conversion.
We're not sitting too pretty in terms of mana, though.
Oh!
Getting some back. Guard cancel represented from Complex.
Complex saying we don't take those. Oh, almost to the whirly guns. What a challenge.
Oh, this might be the round.
I think so, too. He got that exactly where he wanted it.
Nope, we didn't have a whole lot more. We want one more mix. Oh, this is huge, though.
He can guard cancel, but he's too far away.
Whoa! Diaphone had been doing the forward roll in that spot every time, the little command dash. So going to the air that time, if we had gone for the towards roll, though, you might have been okay with it. Caught out with the early bullet out of Complex. It is one game apiece.
That's good footsies right there.
Got the grenade set up, just want the lockdown. Look at all that guard gauge damage. Guard cancel comes out, but it was in the wrong spot.
Baited.
Oh, no anti-air connects with the grenade. Oh my god, Hitman with the movement built into his tools actually navigates around the grenade. Cool guys don't look at explosions.
And you see right now, Diaphone with 2 touches left. One more, and I believe like he's going to be feeling like $1 million. He's 100% going to hold this corner.
All right, how far are we going to press the issue? Oh, we saw a 2A check come out from Complex, who has to spend the guard
Not out
cancel.
yet. Oh! He smelled it. Can't finish yet.
Gotta guess again. Oh my god, the jump back into the pickup.
Didn't have the conversion available, doesn't need it. One more.
Oh, that last tick on the overhead does connect.
It's actually it's an audio cue, because I'm like, once it sounds like the metal clanging's gone and it sounds like it hit flesh, I'm like, oh, he didn't block the 5th hit.
And it's wild, he can vary how many hits it is.
Exactly, right? Isn't that crazy?
It's so gross.
Complex caught him but didn't commit.
Yo, I love Complex's stagger pressure there. Oh my god, conversion and conversion violence has the DP, but the back throw coming out of Diaphone, gonna have this corner position now.
Oh, tried to do it again.
What an air-to-air. And now you get to guess again. You guessed incorrectly.
You gonna do it again? Yes, right. Vertical jump. Nice block on that one. Big commit, though.
Oh, no.
Couldn't get anything off of it.
Wasn't ready. It's fine.
He scrambled. He scrambled. They're both scrambled. My God. There's only so much you can do, Brad. So many variations. So many possibilities.
It's like a rerun every time. I hope you were doing your homework, everybody. I hope you're watching all of this stuff. Have you guessed right a single time? I haven't.
It's a rerun, but the ending's always different. What the heck? This is the best TV show ever.
It's a choose your own adventure game. A little bit of deliberation in between. I imagine that Complex is trying to take a second to maybe think about this.
I support it, man. I say just get up, get the oxygen, get some water. Because that one kind of got away from you.
And it's bad too, because I was about to give Complex credit because I love that Complex was opening up their stagger game and making it a little bit harder, more of introducing those layers that Diaphone was having a hard time dealing with. But Diaphone is just finding more of these opportunities to get started, and the game plan is just so solid once it is there.
Oh. All right, now Complex slowing this down considerably. And I think that's to their benefit right now.
Yeah, they're sitting really healthy. They've still even got resources in the back. Oh, that's going to be for guard break. The guard cancel comes out. It's not going to matter.
And I think Diaphone wasn't sure what was going on there until it was too late.
Round 2.
That was an absolutely great adjustment. I love making these changes. Force Diaphone to have to play like outside of 2B5B range. It's the same thing that we saw Masoma do when they played in the winter side. If Diaphone is outside of that pocket, it's that much harder to get in.
Right,
the difference is, obviously, you know, from Ranger to Swiftmaster, you know, Ranger's not going to have as much threat generated behind it, but don't tell that to Complex.
One thing that's beneficial, though, is that Ranger's not going to have anything from a normal standpoint that's going to extend his hurt box like that, too. So he can play those super far ranges. At the same time, if he goes in, that's a different story.
Edger's on the jump in. Okay, representing the additional aerial threat, but Complex tries to move forward and gets called out with a 5A from Diaphone.
Diaphone in a great position right here. And a lot of guap. Complex in a lot of trouble.
All right, everybody, guess the mix again.
Oh, no DP!
My God!
I thought the DP was coming for sure this time. Oh, it whiffed!
Oh, that's a real shame, but the throw whiffs on whiffs. Diaphone is on set point to make it back up into the grand finals.
100% desperation there. Not sure what was happening there. Went for the throw, because why not, right? If it hits, it hits.
Nice pickup out of Complex. No, another. We're seeing a couple of these unfortunate drops. DP comes out, doesn't want to deal with the situation after. Wow, forward roll, what a call out!
I don't know about that, but at the same time, Complex wasn't quite ready for the optimal punish.
This is big from Diaphone. How much are we able to press this? Oh, I love that we went making sure we go far forward and keep this corner position. Oh!
I need one of these guys committing right now. I like it. Yo, what a catch! Diaphone getting close. Not enough to kill yet, though.
No, we've got plenty of resources in the back, though, so it could, I mean, depending on how much we're able to cash out, maybe this next touch could do it, but the guard cancel connects. Diaphone is in Awakening. Both are in Awakening right now, actually.
Oh, that's a brilliant decision from Diaphone, and I think that's going to be it. Yes, sir.
Having the Awakening skill in the back. Diaphone 3-1 over Complex and gets another chance at Masoma up in the winner's side of Grand Finals, but Diaphone down 3-0 when they just played this set out up in the winner's side.
Where's the adjustment coming?
I
ain't got the answer. We're the commentators. We're just here watching that. I don't know where it comes in. It looked like he was trying to catch some extended hurt boxes a couple of times, but Masoma doesn't have to give that to him either.
No, for sure. I mean, absolutely. And I think that's the thing is we described Masoma's play as conservative. Was keeping it pretty tight, trying to make sure they weren't making some crazy big call-outs. And it feels like just off rip, Diaphone in this character matchup, it felt like they had to make these big call-outs. So whatever.
Exactly. All right, well, speaking of call-outs right now, I think we got some slides coming up for you. But at the same time, yes, I think it's going to be on Diaphone to find out a way to let's say, coerce.
Yeah.
Coerce.
You know, just like we can coerce all of you to go and check out the Sony InZone, the M9 monitor, and the H9 headset. I know we all talk about refresh rates in the FGC. That's our favorite thing to talk about. 144 hertz refresh rate on that monitor, 4K HDR. And that headset wired or wireless with noise cancellation and spatial audio from their own customizable app. Yo, thank you, Sony, for giving us a hand and sponsoring ECT. Let's make sure that we show them some love on the back foot here.
Oh, most certainly. And I believe, not just FGC, I also, as a PC player, enjoy refresh rate discussions quite a bit. Just like I enjoy looking at these beautiful designs on these ECT brand Hitbox cross-ups and Hitbox Classics sticks. Wow, man. I'm telling you right now, if you already donated to the Matcherino, you got a chance to win one of these in the raffle.
I'm actually, whoever wins this, I'm officially going to be jealous of, because these are beautiful pieces, and I think the Voice of God will correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I heard them say that the Matcherino pool right now is at over $7,500.
All right, that sounds pretty nice to me.
And so that is going to be split amongst the 5 non-sponsored biggest attended games here this weekend. So obviously all of the players and everyone here at ECT all appreciate everything that all of you have done to push that campaign, but you've got this grand finals and the rest of our next game today, Guilty Gear Strive, rounding out the evening, to go and continue to show some love, and you can get more opportunities to win one of those beautiful pieces.
That's right. Keep it coming. Give till it hurts. These players deserve it, if I say so myself. And there is the man, Joe himself, with that trophy. I have been drooling over those all weekend. I can't have one, but you could if you show up and compete.
or right now, either Masoma or Diaphone is going to be walking away.
That's right.
With that one in particular.
This year's champion, looking at one of them right now. And Diaphone with quite a mountain to climb. Masoma sitting pretty. Not too pretty, though. Still has to get the job done.
No, for sure. But I mean, if through the pace of this top 8 that we have watched so far, it definitely feels like it's Masoma's tournament to lose. Because I got to tell you, before they can lose the tournament, they have to lose their first game in this top 8.
Yes.
It hasn't happened yet.
And if Diaphone can do it, we will. I'm sure this whole room is about to explode.
I saw the character that loaded in.
Yeah, I did too, and it's not a button check.
Okay. The Enchantress pick, what I said earlier, Diaphone had won that ratio tournament with the Enchantress, so has had that character in the background this whole time. Obviously not liking the Hitman Swiftmaster character matchup. We're going to bring something intensely different into this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Battle of the Archetypes.
Sending out the minions. I already appreciate that Enchantress seems to be able to represent a threat from this full screen, and it's going to force Masoma to not be comfortable just sitting on the Whirlwind Fist at the back.
And there's that DP, that teddy bear TP. Absolutely can be a day ruiner.
Oh my god, really trying to press forward on these vines, but you can see Masoma seems to already be making something of an adjustment and trying to play a little bit more reactionary for it. Okay, we sending out the minions, and we got the teddy in the back.
I think that could be it. The Awakening Skill is ready.
What a start on the Enchantress pick, taking that first round. Masoma not necessarily prepared for the fact that Diaphone can throw out those vines from full screen and just press the issue behind it. If I can't make it to 1/3 screen, I'll cover the other 2/3.
I like the idea. I like it. And there it is, that extended DP. Disjointed.
Caught trying to press the issue a little bit too hard. Masoma able to get this hit. Gonna push us all the way back to the corner, throwing out the Vortex again.
Good block there.
Tornado's in the back. Now a reset to neutral.
And right, every time he throws that orb, you're right. He's gonna throw out the vine. He's gonna throw out that cloud that eats away the mana. Here comes the minion.
Okay.
And Swiftmaster having a hard time dealing with this onslaught.
Oh my god, zooping across the screen. Enchantress out here like a zoomer. Jumping out of the corner though is Masoma, wants to make something happen, but Diaphone is back on the front foot.
Oh no,
oh my god.
He cursed him. Oh, you gotta eat all of that, buddy. You gotta eat all of this. He asked him, you sure you want me over here? You sure you want me this close? Oh my god. It's okay.
Oh no, the combo drop. That's unfortunate. Conversion out of Diaphone, wants a little bit more mana, but Masoma is able to find this hit.
This could be it. Gonna extend it a couple more times, and then the Awakening Skill is gonna do it.
Oh
no,
it wins!
Dropped it! What?
The wake up from Diaphone, what's it gonna be as we wait it out? 200 mana in the back, wants the conversion forward through. Nice from Masoma, and putting on the Gucci belt, doesn't want anybody to press the issue, dashing forward, but Diaphone is just willing to wait. 10 seconds left on the clock.
Oh my god, just hold together. Masoma only has a round, but at the same time, he hit
the
reversal.
That was insane, because if that had been blocked, you may have given up the round.
Yeah. All reliable might have been hit. Wow. And we're starting out fast again for Masoma.
Okay, getting the knockdown, throwing out the Vortex.
Yeah, Diaphone stuck here for a minute. Don't down, guard cancel.
Okay.
Get out of here. Oh, suck up that mana.
I love the way Diaphone is using all of these different resources that Enchantress brings to the table, bringing an entirely different kind of threat.
Oh, baby, here we go again. He didn't block low. He's going to be in the corner for a second. What's the mix-up? Caught him. You're cursed, buddy.
Ooh.
Where are you going?
I'm not going to counterpick you. You're going to counterpick you.
And Diaphone on the board early.
The first game loss handed to Masoma so far in this top 8, and it's on the Enchantress switch. What an answer.
You know, I wouldn't have guessed it, but I'm not that surprised. Once you mentioned that the Enchantress was a possibility in the beginning of this top 8, I thought we would see it eventually.
I mean, it's interesting, right? What it tells me is that Diaphone understood the limitations of his approach on Hitman in this matchup.
Right. And she's got a little bit more of a full screen game in comparison to that.
Vortex is out what's the mix-up gonna be. How far are we gonna press this? Okay, Vortex through. I love how patient Diaphone is on defense. I feel like Diaphone blocks for a very long time before a guard cancel comes out. Oh my god.
That warp run basically, thanks to the wind sphere, has been betraying Masoma the entire match.
All right, the bear keeps it safe. Wow! Look at the range. That hit from an entire separate zip code.
That was crazy. Now, if he doesn't drop it this time, this could be the round. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, almost
different
over.
combo route.
Exactly. This should do it.
No!
Again!
Masoma!
Oh, man, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to curse you like that.
This is a 3v1 right now. Getting cursed by Enchantress, mauled by the bear, and cursed by Hell Pockets.
I'm sorry, man. I don't know my own strength.
Sometimes it happens. Wow. Okay. Early Vortex Fist coming out of Masoma. Clean around 50% as the starter here. Oh my god, even more.
Look at that damage mount up. Yes, sir.
Oh, no whip punish. We were a little bit late. Maybe thought that something else was good coming. The 2A mash out of Masoma to Sabare.
Jeez.
Trying to be a little bit more active and generate a little bit more threat on the screen.
I don't blame him. These rounds have not been going his way, and it almost looks like he has the answer until the drop occurs, and then it just kind of falls apart.
Okay, charge air fireball beats the tornadoes on the ground just like that. Diaphone's in range 0. DP comes out from Masoma though.
What's the closer? Oh no, Masoma in a lot of trouble here. I don't know if this is gonna do it.
I think so. We're gonna have to see.
Got him, yeah.
No.
Not quite. Still with the life lead too.
We still got the bear in the front. Oh my god. Presses forward through it. Masoma disrespects the bear, but Diaphone's still alive. Mana basically non-existent for both players. Masoma slowly pushing Diaphone into the corner. Spending a little bit of mana on the whip.
Both of them have options for full screen here. You can see it. And I think Masoma just trying to bide his time here.
Ooh!
No! That was not it, bro.
Fastball into bear. 2-0 for Diaphone.
What a turnaround.
I did not expect this.
You know, someone on Twitter is saying, I told you guys. I've been trying to tell you guys all this time.
Right, there's one point, we were just talking about, you know, that it takes more time to pan this stuff out, looking at these different matchups, seeing these different strategies. There's absolutely someone on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
I've been saying that Enchantress was the answer to Swiftmaster for weeks.
Like and subscribe, please.
All right, 2-0 right now in the first grand final set. If Diaphone is able to take one more game, we are going to see a reset. Oh, how dare you try to press forward.
Man, Diaphone has his number right now. Masoma not comfortable at any point of this match.
Okay, the Tornado Explosion is going to connect as Diaphone tries to press the issue.
What's the setup?
Waiting it out, and it's once again, look at how long Diaphone is willing to block before they commit to a defensive choice.
It's been paying off with them so far, and they've been blocking perfectly as well. Masoma hasn't really managed to open up Diaphone once.
Oh my god, the 2A tick this time.
It's been pretty even. Yeah, he's uncomfortable. He's uncomfortable. Ooh.
The bear is set up in the back, and we got a JA pickup.
Oh my god! It's a setup. Oh, almost had the block there.
Oh, the DP does not want to deal with anything after that. The belt is on. The belt is gone.
The belt is gone, man. Just the piston hit. Whoa!
Oh!
Flame breath from the bear.
This is reset point for Diaphone.
And it's looking like a 3-0, man. Honestly, Masoma has not had an answer. My dude's trying everything right now. The entire repertoire.
Guard cancel coming out. Diaphone has cycled through every single defensive option. Masoma's having such a hard time getting a feel for how Diaphone is going to engage with Masoma's offense.
And he's getting these significant touches, but at the same time, not able to capitalize in the end of it. Diaphone just proving too solid. Oh, okay.
Okay, oh my god, had the conversion on the back for the pickup. Moving in.
Oh, there's the block, and that's huge.
And that's gonna be the curse.
And this is going to lead to another reset situation. There it is.
Ooh. How much do we have in the back? Diaphone does have the awakening skill.
That might be enough, actually. That's a lot of health gone.
Is this gonna do it?
I can never tell. They disappear the health bar third and part.
Ooh! 3-0 from Diaphone off the Enchantress switch. We are seeing a reset in Grand Finals.
Bro, does he have anything else? Does Masoma have anything left in the tank?
There are these great little things that Diaphone is bringing to the matchup too. You know what? One thing I noticed in that one, Diaphone, when the Vortex Ball comes out, and Masoma backs off because Masoma wants to play farther out.
Yes.
Diaphone dashes forward and lets the Vortex Ball actually warp him across the screen with the added momentum. It's taking all of this space so actively.
Yeah, it's absolutely masterful using the Swift Master's anti-movement options against him, rather. Because I don't know if Masoma wants that Enchantress to stand up close either. You know, we've seen him a couple times dash up and be propelled by the Wind Sphere and be put into striking distance of the Swift Master. And the Swift Master gets clipped, gets put in the corner, doesn't get out.
And there's something to be said, right? You just see it from that clip there. One thing that we cannot discount is Masoma had at least 2 different times there where that Awakening Art just whiffed, going for these combo routes and whiffing them a little bit. Those rounds could have been a very different story.
I don't think that can be understated. Those were very unfortunate drops, and it happened twice in a row practically. I think that might have, you know, there's such thing as like mental damage that happens to the player, and I think that might have gotten a little shook. You have to move on past that. Hopefully, he's right back there with Swift Master now. He's not changing anything, just tightened up a little bit, and he might have more success here because he was close. He was close to finishing her off.
Sure, but I mean, not in the set. If we look at the 3-0, but it was close, is not the way that you want to be coming at after bracket reset in Grand Finals. But this is our true Grand Finals. Diaphone versus Masoma.
All right, caught him in the stationary. Hold him in place.
All right.
Oh, yeah. This is looking a lot more like a Swift Master round here.
That's a real shame. Cornered themselves, and Diaphone goes for the early defensive call on the guard cancel that time. To take command of the screen position, DP has to come out from Masoma.
And Masoma actually fighting for his position now, and I'm loving it.
Okay, another guard cancel. I love that.
Yo!
Masoma is being more active, but so is Diaphone. Flip tech, 2A, the down tech buttons.
He's the falling beat at the back jump.
This is scrambles. These players are playing like mad lads right now.
Oh my lord. 5B again. Don't approach.
Definitely being a little bit more active seems to be one of the changes that Masoma is making right now.
Being a little bit of a bully here, but that's what the Swift Master has to do. Cannot allow the Enchantress to get anything started.
Going for staggers. Diaphone waiting it out. Wants to press behind the whips. Moving forward, and look at that passive draw forward. Diaphone controls the screen with the vines, and then just passively moves forward. The bear generating the threat. Oh, look at that pickup.
Gotta watch out for that. There's a Adult.
Ooh,
Block
it's
the
blocked.
TP though, man. And that might be enough. It's still going. Oh,
it is. Yep. We had just enough. Game on the board for Masoma, finding a little bit of intensity that I think we needed in this Grand Finals.
Oh man, you see Diaphone going back to the character select here. What's going on? Possibly just a chance to think about what to do next.
I do not want to switch back to Hitman. I don't
think it's worth it, no.
The change to the matchup has been so drastic with the difference that Enchantress brings to the table. I don't want to see any changes.
No, I just think I think that Enchantress still has a chance to put this Swift Master in an uncomfortable position. She was doing it fairly consistently 3 times in a row. It's not over yet.
All right, it is currently up 1-0 for Masoma post-bracket reset.
And it's all just going to come down to like just good decisions at good times. And I think Diaphone has been making those decisions very expertly.
That was a good decision with good timing, opening up the round start here. We got the Barrett going in the back. DP comes out from Masoma, wants to press the issue back to mid-screen.
And I see you try to use that spear again to propel his 5B. And there it is! Put him in the corner! Masoma does not want that kind of setup. I guarantee you he keeps throwing it up because, you know, that's the Swift Master MO.
That DP was a really gutsy choice out of Diaphone. And Masoma isn't awakening, so a little bit more damage. Wow. Slowing down a little bit here.
I think maybe he didn't like the pace of that. Wants to reset it.
Guard cancel comes out. We're moving in behind the vines. But look at that. I love that call from Masoma. Understands that the lunge is coming from Enchantress. Once the block stun from the vine is there, being a little bit more active to counterpoke with the 2A.
All right, the bear is in play.
comes of it. Okay, the flames. Masoma actually has very little health here. But you have to worry about the guard gauge or just getting smoked out. We are going to get the pickup.
Oh, baby.
No drops from Masoma this time.
Might have thought he saw light at the end of the tunnel there, but unfortunately, that was just a picture. It was a bait.
Just idly pulled forward. Masoma trying to take the safest of their turns that they can generate. Ooh.
That's the dangerous thing about being in the air against Swiftmaster at any point, is that you just run into the tornado.
Right. The bear is activated. Look how active Diaphone is in using all of their tools. The bear is a little bit too far away. Okay, now the bear is in position.
Bear in his face. Oh, block it all, baby. Fight back. Fight back.
Clip by the low this time. It's the same game plan.
Oh, you in trouble now.
All right, Diaphone. What an answer. 1 round apiece here in game 2 of post-bracket reset. Sending out the little minion to try to generate a little bit more threat. And it's once again, right, use the Vine Whip means that the orb ends up not doing anything because Masoma's stuck in block stun.
Exactly. Oh, man, nice opening. Nice opening found by Masoma there. That gray health is gone. What did you do next? What's the Oki?
Okay. Just trying to keep it simple. Look at these staggers now that Diaphone has been so active defensively through this whole set.
Right.
One of the advantages of being on the winner side and being able to take that loss and still carry forward. Oh no, the DP gets baited.
There's still a lot of work to be done here though, but she is an awakening.
All right.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, I don't imagine that it was necessarily what Diaphone wanted. Now we're on the back foot here. This is probably still a 2-touch for Diaphone, I think.
Yeah, but he has to get in there. He has to possibly go for the vine.
Okay. Look at that guard gauge, a real problem. Guard cancel comes out from Diaphone.
And once the spear is out, Diaphone has to be careful about his actions.
Both of them exhausted. Masoma does end up with the mana regen to be able to close this one out. 2 games on the board. And what I was going to say is the advantage that Masoma has of coming into this grand finals on the winner side is you had that whole set to acclimate to what Diaphone was bringing to the table. And in particular, the defensive decision making that Diaphone was making.
And that's actually brilliant adjustments on Masoma's part because not everybody can do that. We're seeing some really good straight up fighting gameplay here happening in front of our eyes.
The vines.
Diaphone hasn't been able to do anything like he had in the previous set.
No, for sure. You can definitely see that Masoma is a little bit more comfortable. And look at this stagger pressure. Masoma's just being a little bit less committal. We're back to being a little bit more conservative now that we've acclimated to what you need to worry about when Diaphone is representing these different threats out of Enchantress.
Right, and we're not seeing a lot of overextension on Masoma's part either. Doesn't feel like he has a DP out of every situation. And willing to just do the tap there from full screen. Oh, and that's what I'm saying. When that orb is out, you got to be careful what you swing with.
Just going through some 5A ticks. Sending up the orb. Diaphone brings out the bear. Oh, nice pickup. Trying to press the issue. Moving forward.
Masoma in great position to close this one out pretty quickly, too. No reason for him to overextend. The bear's in play, but at the same time, unable to find anything significant.
Yep, lands on the last tick of the fire, but Diaphone is out of position to pick up anything for it.
Absolutely opened up. Diaphone finds.
Whoa! Diaphone went for some sort of a tech chase. No! What are you doing?
No, I think he wanted the curse. I think he wanted the curse grab.
What a real shame. Wanted to be able to layer some offense there. 18 seconds left on the clock, and Diaphone, I think, even with 2 touches, the best of 2 touches, was not going to be able to deal enough damage, I don't think. And Masoma is on tournament point.
Oh my God, that's unfortunate. Diaphone had an easy punish there. I don't say that he went for too much, but just the timing was a little off. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the 5B coming into play here, that's going to be frustrating.
Setting it up, we've got the Oki waiting in the back, but oh wow.
I like his decision to do that. No reason to take all of that if you don't have to.
All right, OTG. Oh no, the DP does not get baited. Diaphone is not engaging with Masoma's defensive decisions.
Oh man, this is rough. The resources are running low. He's going to have one more chance to turn this around.
Okay,
Masoma's plan?
Less of that errant staggers. I feel like Masoma understands how close they are right now. Okay, but look at the reservations out of Diaphone.
Not over yet. Great health can come back.
Oh,
trying
calls
to
it
use
out.
the flame for the barrier.
Just like that, Masoma takes it with a fantastic series of adjustments after the bracket finals reset. Diaphone's Enchantress gets him only halfway there.
Oh man, that Enchantress switch was real though. I think that Masoma was forced to learn some things on the fly, but he proved that that's talent, that he was able to adjust that quickly in the middle of the set because it didn't look like he had an answer for the first 3 matches.
Oh my God, absolutely not. It seemed definitive. I was ready to be like, okay, here we are, Enchantress is the answer. But no, Masoma just had to rebuild the game plan around what Enchantress had brought to the table. And it doesn't get more defiant of an answer back than meeting a 3-0 with a 3-0.
I gotta say, that's probably the best way you can end this.
Even with the curses. Wow, and I just love that, you know, Masoma's stagger pressure opened up so much more in response to the defensive decisions that Diaphone was making. And by the end, it felt like as Masoma was implementing and building on their defensive choices, Diaphone felt like they were just losing out on it. I feel like it almost felt like Diaphone started running out of steam as the aggressor.
I think that was probably the case too. Like, cause he probably had to play that perfectly for the most part. And they also had to have some lucky situations because he was challenging the Wind Sphere with run up 5B, and it was working out, but it couldn't work out forever.
Yeah. Wow, what a top 8! I hope that everybody has enjoyed that.
I know I did. I'm happy for everybody that made it and got into the top 8. They put on a hell of a show, and I can't wait to see where the game goes from here. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely exciting. There's still stuff to squeeze out of this game.
Oh, most certainly, man. It's mad early. Like I said, it's probably one of my first commentary gigs for this game, and it's only been up for a couple of months, man. It's early. We'll be definitely seeing, and I don't know if there's going to be DLC or anything like that, but, you know, if they ever pull out any more
I have
tricks,
to assume so.
they pull any more characters out, you know, we'll see some shakeup. I guarantee you.
Yeah, and I know it's obviously also on that Arc Revo spot next to Guilty Gear Strive, so we're definitely going to be seeing so much more of this game through the season. So, hey, if you're liking DNF Duel, don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Play this game. It is absolutely sick, and there is still so much life at the top level for this game.
Oh, yeah, most certainly. Oh, and they're lining up over there right now. Can't wait to see the medals. Who gets the trophy? What do they do with it? Oh,
that's a display piece.
I'm telling you.
That would be going in my office, and it would never leave.
It's going up in the office for sure, man. I'm definitely not trying to play that on the old tabletop turntable. Say, hey, man, let's play it backwards, see if it'll play some. Actually, I don't know if I can say it because we're not licensed. Music is a license. I don't want to get muted.
You can play some DNF soundtrack.
The DNF soundtrack. Hey, that'd be kind of sick, actually. Yeah.
That would be cool. Oh my God! Could you imagine if each of the records was actually for the OST of the game?
That would be dope, dude.
Hey, ECT for next year. You can have that idea. That's a freebie. That's a freebie from me to you.
They're just like, hell no. That's actually, you know how much that costs, bro?
They're like, is this trophy not enough? Yeah.
Whoa. Thank you very much. All right. So that was an incredible set. One more time, please. Give it up for our entire DNF Duel top 8 behind me. Yes. All right, so we're gonna get into the award ceremony. In 7th place, we have L.I. Joe, because Tega's not here. I don't even gotta play. I don't even have to play. Real 7th place, hold on, give it up for Tega. I'm sorry, Tega. Love you, bro. Love you, bro. All right, now for the real 7th place, let's give it up for Punk the God. All right, now at the 5th place, let's make some noise for Dula. Hold on. What do we got? Oh. All right. And also tied for 5th, IFC. IFC. IFC, yes! And now at the foreplay, please make some noise for GlitchyCobra! My boys out here from the UK, baby. Make some noise, UK. Make some noise, UK. All right, now we're on to our top three. Make some noise for third place, Complex. And now in second place with an incredible reset and a sick character switch, the legendary Diaphone. And now, our East Coast Throwdown 2022 DNF Duel champion. I feel like I've said this name 1,000 times today. Masoma! Congratulations, Masoma. All right, yo, keep it up for our entire top 8. Keep it up for the whole top 8. All right, guys, hang out. We got Stride coming next. One more game. One more game.
What a top 8. I know that everybody in the crowd was really excited. I hope that all of you who watched it had an absolute blast. I definitely had a blast being here. Thank you so much for sitting on with me, Hellpockets.
Anytime, bro.
I don't know that there's a whole lot else to do except to throw you guys over, because I know Guilty Gear Strive is just waiting to come at you, because we still got more coming today. ECT 2022 is still not done yet.
Oh, man. One more game, ladies and gentlemen. So get ready. Don't go anywhere, and we'll see you next time.